Hi, ladies. Welcome to Monday, our first challenge of the week. We will be focusing on the evening routine, which is essential for any self-care thing that you're starting. You know, how you end the day is essentially preparing you for the morning. And then so how your morning is, then that's the rest of your day. So it's just almost like a cycle, and a lot of things that we talk about are in cycles. And we have to start somewhere. So we're starting with the evening routine. So what I wanted to add to this is, what can you think about? Like, so for example, yesterday I was doing my chores throughout the day. It was Sunday. And I actually visualized my evening routine. And I said, okay, I got to do my nails. Like the silliest things, but like these are the things that I needed to do for me to just be like, okay, Monday, I don't have to do anything else. I could just focus on like work or my daughter, things like that. So I visualized, like, as I'm giving my daughter a bath, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to wash my face. I'm going to, I did a face mask, but I visualized that throughout the day, because if it would have like got to that point, my daughter needs me. Like, I would just be like, okay, here, like, here's me forever, and I wouldn't have that time to have to myself. So I made sure that mentally I instilled time to myself, and I saw it happen, and it actually did.
Right. It's like setting that intention of that you are going to take care of yourself in the evening. And when you set that intention, there's a less chance of having an excuse,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know?
And I
Um,
walked my mind through that, like, scenarios. And there was like a few other things that I needed to do. Um, but by the time my daughter took a bath and had dinner, I was ready for bed. So anything extra I did, so I meditated, at the end. So that was just extra. So I didn't have to be like, okay, I have to wash my face. I have to put my pajamas on. I have to, like, brush my teeth. Like, I did all of that with her. So that worked for me yesterday.
yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
Cool.
Yes.
So we have our friend Lacey Broussard here, and I would love to hear from you, Lacey, what your evening routine looks like, or what kind of your intention, tonight, what your evening routine is going to look like for self-care.
Yeah, awesome. I'm excited to share it.
Yes.
Well, I have two boys. They're 7 and 10, and they have bunk beds in one room. And one of my biggest things is having a set bedtime. As a mom, having a set bedtime for my kids is like, okay, in my brain, this is when mom goes off the clock. Like, no
Yeah.
more questions, because they ask so many questions at night, especially when you took them in. It's like they just want to ask away. And I love that they're super curious and want to know everything, and they ask me, but it's like they know and I know that 8:30 we are done. Like, question time is over. Mom is done for the day, and then I can go take care of myself for an hour. So having that set bedtime for them isn't only helpful for obviously them, because they make, they're obviously getting the right amount of sleep that they need because they wake up pretty early. But it also helps me to signal to my brain and my body, like, oh, okay, now I can go do what I want to do, which is,
Yes.
I often will do a self-practice, like a meditation. Right now, I'm listening to Laura Thompson Brady play these chakra singing bowls, and she does this mantra, and it's like this super deep meditation that I go into every night, and it just puts me right to bed.
Nice.
But before I do that, I usually take melatonin. Maybe I'll go take a bath if I haven't already. Yeah, and while I'm doing a self practice, like a meditation or whatever, I'll put on some candles or light some incense, which just soothes my environment and helps me slow down a little bit. And yeah, it's usually about an hour. I usually go to bed around 9:30 after they do. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And Maya, how about yourself? And how
I
old are your kids, so people
Okay.
can relate?
So my kids are 5 and 9. And I too am in complete agreement with having a very structured bedtime. Now, it is tricky because on Monday and Wednesday evenings they do go see their dad, so that I have that in my head a little bit later. So once they're in bed, this is what I'm doing right now. I've found that with the cold weather, my Epsom salt baths haven't been as soothing for me because the tub gets cold fast. So instead I have been doing a hot water bottle on my abdomen, which helps, kind of calm the nerves and helps with digestion, that sort of thing.
Can you tell us how you do the hot water bottle? If somebody
it's just a plastic, like a rubber, I don't know, silicone water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And I can put a picture up later, but it's like an old-fashioned hot water bottle, and so you just fill it up, like, so while I'm brushing my teeth I have the hot water running. Okay. And my hot water is like really, really hot.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, it stays hot for like a couple hours probably. Nice. So I just lay it on my stomach while I'm laying in bed. And then tonight, I had been getting into a bad habit of watching a show at night, but instead I'm going to listen to an audiobook for 30 minutes and color in one of my, I brought it back up to my, I brought it back up to my bedroom, but it's a cool, like, mandala coloring book. And then I am going to read a paper book, so get off of the devices, read a paper book, put the hot water bottle on my stomach. And then I do use my phone for my guided meditation. But at that point, my phone is on Do Not Disturb, so I'm not kind of interfacing on it. So I love those guided meditations to kind of knock me out at my time.
And I want everybody to see, like, we all have the same goal, and there are different things that fill each one of us up. So right. I would say maybe just try 2-3 things that, like, you could think of that you're like, oh, if I had sit back right now and think, like, if I had an extra half hour at night, because right now you have the energy, right? Right now it's 12 o'clock. You have the energy to think, right? So use that time to think about what you want, because by the time, you get home from work, or, the kids are screaming, like, you're not going to be like, I need self-care. Like, you're just not, even though that's what you really need.
Yeah.
But if you've committed this afternoon to doing 2-3 things, whether it's a bath after kids, even if it's at 9 o'clock for 10 minutes, even if it's just lighting a candle and staring at that candle for 15 seconds, whatever it is, just commit to that thing. You are more likely to do it. And it's, we talk a lot about, especially in our course and working with women one-on-one, everything is mental. And I'm sure, Lacey, with you as well, whether it's with sexuality or with relationships, like, the mental power is, like, that's what you need to strengthen, and when you commit to it and you take actions, you rewire your brain, your pathways, your life, and that's what you need to do. And we're here to show you different ways, to show you, like, what works for us. And it changes for me and changes for Maya, whether you have your kids with you, whether they're with, your ex, or whatever it is. But just having those little routines that will connect you with yourself. And another thing I wanted to mention is, I know for morning routines, it helps for me, like, and Maya, like, we do the miracle morning, which we'll get to in another day's challenge. But it's to have everything that you need at your bedside. So maybe today throughout the day, like, when you have a moment, set that candle up, put the lighter there, bring the book from the bookshelf, put it out there, like, put everything out so you could see it. And when you have that moment, it will happen, and so you want to prepare yourself for success. And this is so essential, and this will prepare you for tomorrow morning.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it's also important just to mention that you can, like, be easy on yourself too, and be adaptable, because children can throw wrenches in it. They may push things back. I know in the chat this morning, back and forth, some people just the act of putting kids to bed can be stressful. So, like, just be easy on yourself if you need to go, take a step out and rest and, to get through that, and if the timing is exactly how you set the intention, then that's okay. Just kind of like flow with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Michaela, you want to share with us your evening routine?
my evening routine. So actually, I'm starting today. So every Monday I'm starting to take salsa classes. So that's actually starting today. So this evening I will be back around like 8:15, 8:30. I will be putting my daughter to bed, but she'll most likely be ready to go to bed. Afterwards, I will take a bath. I want to just relax. And I don't like to take long baths, so it's probably going to be like 5 to 10 minutes just to like unwind. And I've been listening to audiobooks. I'm not going to watch Netflix, which I haven't. I've been on and off with that, but I know in order for me to have the best morning and the best night's sleep is to be stimulated with the proper thoughts and images. There are some things that I am in the process of manifesting, so I will be visualizing. So on top of reading, I will be visualizing my perfect life and like everything that I want in it, and just kind of like creating that mental movie picture. So it's a lot better than watching Netflix and drama and all that stuff and then falling asleep with that, because they say the last thoughts that you have in your mind, you kind of wake up with. So there's also these evening affirmations that I've started reading. And depending on what time I go to bed, I say I'm going to bed at this time and I will wake up at this time and I will be more than energized to start my day tomorrow. So I visualize that. As you could tell, I'm like really into like mindset work at this moment because it fuels me and I know it works, and it just gives me that direction. So, a lot of times, like, I try not to be swayed by the outside circumstances, right? And so it's what I believe in. It's what I put in my mind that will be true to me. Then it takes a little time, but then it reflects into your outer world as well. It's not overnight, but it's the feeling and the intention that you set that is most important. So just want everybody to know that your current circumstances are not the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, wherever you want to go, things like that, whether it's you want to start a new business or career. I mean, there's so many different mamas in our group that are in different situations. And we're obviously there because we want more energy and we want more support. And so, just talk about things that you want, like in the safe space, and just talking about it to the right people, to the right tribe that are not going to steal your dreams,
Right.
So that's also another mindful thing to keep in with. But, back to the evening routine. That's pretty much what it's going to be for me. I always have water by my bed, lots of water, and I set up my stuff for the morning. Currently doing the morning Miracle Morning with Maya. We'll have more information on that tomorrow. And so, I have like a really large glass of water. I have my workout clothes, my journal, my actual book that I read. And anything else? What else do we have for Miracle Morning? No, that's pretty much it. But I have that all like right next to my bed. So when I wake up, I sit in silence, I visualize, I meditate, I read, I write, I move my body, all within sometimes 20 minutes or an hour, depending on what time I have, but I decide that I'm going to have the best day, and I do.
I love that you have
Awesome.
visioning thing that you're doing every night.
Yeah.
I'm in the same place of really creating a new life for myself in my
Yeah.
book. I just went through a lot of rupture in my life. Like nothing will look the same in a few months from now. Selling my house, separating, getting divorced, all of that stuff. So it's so important to take that time and really envision what it is that you do want, because
Right.
it can be really easy to like focus and fixate on all the bad things or the hard things, especially at night.
Yeah.
You go to bed worrying about all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But if you just take 2 minutes and like envision, what do I want my life to be like when I wake up tomorrow or when I wake up in a month from now? That's really powerful to go to sleep with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is. And really feel it in your heart. And it's, if you've never done a practice like this before, it's weird and it's hard to do, because like, you're like, well, look at my life now. How can I visualize, going on vacations and like having a business and, making X amount of money. But you know what? It's the repetition of the mind, because your subconscious mind and conscious mind, like your body doesn't know the difference, right? So when you're telling yourself these things, these positive affirmations over and over, you will begin to believe them and you will start acting like it, So even if for a week you don't believe, you look in the mirror and say, I'm beautiful, I am beautiful. That's another thing you could do at night, is to look in the mirror and look in your eyes or one eye and say, I feel beautiful, I am beautiful, I love you. Louise Hay has beautiful I am affirmations that you can listen to. And I think we all need that shift in mindset. Like I believe every one of us in here do. And I think everybody in the world needs it, because they're afraid to have that courage to be the best version of themselves.
Yeah. And I think we're also inundated with a lot of negative energy with the news. And I mean, even a lot of social media has a lot of negative energy.
Yeah.
So having that shift of focus on what you do want and what is positive is really important.
Yeah. So to wrap it up, I just want to say that, we listed the rules for this challenge, with the hashtag. So towards the end of the week on Friday, we're going to go back to the hashtag and see who participated the most. And the winner will receive our introductory course that we have developed, that we launched in October, which is amazing. And this course is, and this challenge, it's maybe like 5% of this course, I would say. Like it's a nice chunk. And if you have the time and the mindset to listen to this and to bring some of those things into your life, like this course will completely change your world, because this is a 6-week thing. So the winner will win that, and we'll get to know that on Friday. So the more you participate, the better your life will be, the better your family's life will be, and you'll get a chance to win and continue this journey, like on this deeper work, right?
Absolutely.
And what else?
I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it.
I just want to talk to you girls, but I gotta go.
I know, but we'll be back tomorrow. I think same time, same place. We'll try to make it live tomorrow, but we'll see.
Okay.
And
Yes.
And yeah, if there's anything specific you guys have questions about, feel free to post in the comments below, and we will be sure to answer.
Yes, Lacey, thank you for being here with us today and sharing your light. I love you.
All right.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.